So to make a gingerbread latte, you're gonna need milk of your choice, sugar, honey, ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon, and vanilla essence. So I started by pouring my milk into a frother, although I really do suggest doing this on the stove because it mixes the spices in pretty well. Mine didn't get mixed in very well, so yeah. And then you add in about a tablespoon of sugar and a tablespoon of honey. Add a few drops of vanilla essence, and I believe in just going ham with the spices because it is a gingerbread latte. So I added some ginger, lots of cinnamon because I love cinnamon in my coffee, and some nutmeg. I did add a bit too much nutmeg, so be careful with that because it does have a really strong taste and you don't want it to overpower the other spices. And then I let my milk frother do its thing and mix it all up, and I poured the milk mixture into this really cute Christmas cup. I will link all the cups that I use in this video in the description below. And then I added 2 shots of espresso. You can also just use really strong coffee grounds, or instant coffee. Anything works fine. And I topped it up with some whipped cream because whipped cream is the most important festive ingredient. You can top it up with more spices if you like, but I didn't. I just added a cinnamon stick for some extra spice and flavor. So after making that drink, I realized that I kind of wanted it iced, so I filled a jar with some ice and poured the entire drink in. It tasted so good. So if you are an iced coffee lover, then turn it into an iced gingerbread latte. The next thing we're going to make is a rum hot chocolate. For this you'll need cocoa, milk of your choice, sugar, some salt, marshmallows, rum essence or real pure rum, and your favorite Christmas mug. So you want to start by adding some milk in a pan. I don't know how much because I just don't go by measurements. If you do prefer strict instructions, I think there are better videos out there, or you can Google it. And then I added some cocoa powder. Don't know what made me think it was wise to add that amount of cocoa powder because you usually only need really little, but I proceeded to add more. And then I added in some chocolate chips, and I didn't include this in the ingredient list. I'm sorry, but just add in some chocolate chips or like any chocolate that you have around just to give it an extra creamy and rich taste. And then you want to add in your salt and also your sugar, and can we just appreciate how cute my little spoon is? And now we just take it to the stove for some cooking. So switch on your stove and mix everything in. I added a little bit of water because I ended up realizing that maybe it was a bit too much cocoa. So just mix everything in until you get a really smooth texture, and please be careful of your spoon and don't drop it into the pot like me. So once you get a smooth, nice chocolatey texture, you are good to go. And then I proceeded to add some rum essence. You can use real rum, but like, I don't know, this is just strong enough, I guess. And you just want to mix it all around and give it a taste. And if you're like me and you feel like, could have added a bit more, then go for another shot. But I suggest you stop there because this is still a hot chocolate and that should be the main taste of this drink. And then very carefully pour it into another favorite Christmas mug. I'm actually really proud of myself for being able to pour that from the pot into my cup with only 1 drip. That's amazing. It's beyond amazing. You can add whipped cream if you like, but I just chose not to. I topped it up with some big fluffy marshmallows and some cocoa powder as if I needed any more, and some caramel drizzle because that just kind of finishes off everything in the most perfect way. And there you have it, a rum hot cocoa. Best thing ever, especially for my non-coffee drinkers. If you don't want to use rum, switch it for peppermint and that will give you an extra Christmassy feel as well. For my favorite thing ever, a peppermint mocha, you'll need milk of your choice, cocoa, sugar, peppermint, vanilla essence, chocolate sauce, 2 candy canes, and coffee. And then in another Christmas cup, you want to add in your cocoa. I actually know the measurements for this. Wow, I used about 1 tablespoon of cocoa and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. And then you want to add in your vanilla essence, just like a few drops, and your peppermint extract. I personally like my drink to have a really strong peppermint taste, so this just kind of depends on you. And then add in a generous swirl of chocolate sauce and your milk of choice. And then you want to mix everything together. I don't know why I use a whisk. It just seemed like it would do a better job for some reason. But then I ended up using a hand mixer, frother, whatever you call it as well. So if you have that, that would be great. If not, no worries. A spoon, a very regular spoon will do. Adding espresso would be best for a really strong taste, but I just wanted to show you that normal coffee would work fine too. So I just brewed my own coffee today and added that in the milk mixture. And then of course you need whipped cream for this drink. I don't know why my whipped cream never comes out in an aesthetically pleasing way like I see everyone else doing, but yeah, just bear with that. And then I topped it up with some crushed candy cane bits. And then I added a really cute candy cane to the side of my mug, only to have my mom tell me that it was supposed to be on the inside, so I really don't know. But there you have it, your peppermint mocha. It's my favorite Christmas drink ever, and now you don't even have to go to Starbucks. You can just make it in the comfort of your own home. This drink also tastes really good iced, so if you are an iced coffee person, just pour it into a jar filled with ice and enjoy. Last but not least, for my fellow matcha lovers, you will need milk of your choice, matcha, chocolate sauce, vanilla syrup, and peppermint extract. So I personally like my matcha lattes to be iced, so I'm making an iced drink. I started by adding a desired amount of ice into a jar. I'll explain why I used a jar later on. And then you want to add in your vanilla syrup. This is basically 1 part water, 1 part sugar and vanilla, but you can always just add vanilla and sugar individually. And then you want to add a generous amount of chocolate sauce. This was supposed to look really pretty around the jar, but that didn't turn out. And add milk of your choice. And then you want to add your matcha in. I have a video on how I make my matcha and the matcha that I use, so I'll link that in the description below. And this is why I use the jar, so that I can just close it and shake it all up so that everything gets mixed well really easily. And there you have it, an iced peppermint chocolate matcha latte. I promise it's so good. Do give it a try. Thank you so much for watching this video. Drop a like and a subscribe, and I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. Bye!